Okay, so he says that deliverance for the Jews will happen, which is so neat because that just shows his faith in his God for the Jews and for their deliverance. Okay, so then Esther gives this message to Mordecai, and she says to tell all the Jews to fast for her. So earlier when I said Mordecai called for a fast, he didn't. I'm sorry, that was wrong. But Esther tells them to fast for her. She said, don't eat or drink for 3 days, night or day. And she said that her and her maids will fast too, and then she's going to go to the king. Now this was serious because you are not supposed to go to the king unless you're summoned to go to the king, even as his wife. I thought that was crazy. I couldn't imagine that, like not being able to go to your husband unless you're summoned by him. But anyway, that's the way it was. And so she was like, and if I die, I die. So here she is. She's being brave. She's taking on courage, and she's going to go before the king. So but what's cool is she has them fast for her. So they fast for her to the Lord, and that is so awesome. Just the power of fasting, and you'll see as you read, you know, the answer from God and what happens there. And it's just really neat, you know, because we went through that fast, and we may not see the results yet, but we can be sure that that fasting will be honored, and God will answer. I mean, when we dedicate ourselves to God and we give something up for Him, or we do something extra for Him, and just completely, you know, immerse ourselves in prayer and in seeking Him, He's there and He hears us. And Esther, this book is proof of that. And so she goes and appeals to the king, and within that time, Haman has made gallows like to kill the Jews, and then Esther asks for the king and Haman to go to a banquet that she's going to prepare for them. And so the king does that. He says, yes, we'll do that. Okay, and then that night before the banquet that Esther was preparing, the king can't sleep. This is cool. So he can't sleep. So he asks for them to bring the book of records of the Chronicles. So he can't sleep. So he wants to read this stuff, I guess. Okay. So he reads that, and he sees the part that was written about Mordecai and how he saved the king from those two men who were going to kill him. And so then it was brought to his attention that they were fixing to put Mordecai on the gallows to, it says on the gallows, to hang him. Woo. Okay,